Hey guys, thanks for coming to this video. I'm going to be trying out the new Smashbox foundation and you guys will get to see what I think. I'll do some check-ins throughout the day and let you guys know how it wears, what I like, what I don't like, all that good stuff. So if you want to see all about this new foundation, let's get into it. Okay, so let's first talk about this foundation. This is the Smashbox Studio Skin Full Coverage 24-Hour Foundation. Definitely won't wear it for 24 hours. I don't know who wears their foundation for 24 hours, but I don't think that's necessary to last 24 hours, but it just means it's very long wearing. And hopefully it will look good for most of the day. I do love my Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation, but I'm getting a little bored. I kind of want something new. So I feel like there's so many foundations coming out and I just really wanted to try this one. So it comes in a little tube like this, just a nice little squeeze tube. So not like a fancy bottle or anything, but it is $36 from Sephora. So it's a little pricey, but not too pricey. There's a lot more foundations that are $40, $50 plus, and I just don't like buying them that expensive. So $36, I can kind of feel okay with that much. I think that's an okay price. But if you compare it to the Wet n Wild Photo Focus at $5, it's a little pricey, but we're gonna see if this looks as good as I hope it does. So it is, let's see, it says it's a weightless 24-hour full coverage foundation with oil and shine control that is also waterproof, sweat resistant, and won't look cakey or cause blemishes. Okay, so that's like everything you want in a foundation. Waterproof and sweat resistant, like yes, always need that. And won't look cakey or cause blemishes. So it sounds amazing. It says it's a matte finish, but what I've seen of reviews so far, it's more of a kind of like satin skin-like finish. It's not actually like matte, which I don't like matte foundation, so it's good that it's not too matte. I actually got 3 colors because I didn't know which one, and I ordered it online, so that's always really hard to choose. I got 2.3, 2.4, and 2.16. So they're all very similar, so I'm just going to try them on and see which one will look the best. So let's start with 2.3. So 2.3 says skin tone light medium and undertone is warm. And so they have a lot of very similar, let me see how many shades they have. So it looks like they have 40 shades, and a lot of them look very similar. They're just going to be like a little bit different undertone. So it's really hard to find your shade, especially online. But let's see. So this is the 2.3. Okay. I think that could work. 2.4 says light medium and then warm peach. So this one, the other one was just warm undertone, and this is warm peach, which I still don't even know like what undertone I should be using. Like, it's skin tone, I think, is a very hard thing to find, and also it doesn't help that our skin tone's always changing because of tanning and, you know, the weather, and, you know, our skin's changes because of age, and we get oilier or drier, or just all those things come into play with that. So it's just something that's kind of always changing as you age. 2.16 says skin tone light, undertone warm, golden. So let's try this one. I don't know. I can't tell for sure. It looks like it's oxidizing. These two are definitely getting darker as they sit on my face. So I think I'm going to go with the 2.16. Alright, so of course I'm using my Real Techniques Beauty Sponge. This is my favorite. So I'm just going to squeeze a little bit on there. And if you hear that noise, it's my drain, the sink drain, like dripping. It won't stop dripping because I washed my hands and now I'm like just waiting and it won't stop. So I'm just gonna continue with my makeup while it's going. So I'm just gonna bounce that on. Hopefully this is not too dark. I don't have a good tan right now. It's like faded, so. But I mean, this is giving me some coverage and I like it. Make sure I drag it down the neck, since I'm obviously lighter on my neck. Oh, and with the primer on my face, I used a little bit of the Cover FX, what is it called? Cover FX something illuminating drops maybe. I just did a little drop of that with my primer, so that's why my skin is so like glowing and like it's very it's glowing in the dark basically. So I just wanted to throw that out there that my skin is not naturally this glowy. I used a little something something to make it, to give me a little more glow under the foundation. But so far this is giving me some good coverage. And definitely with my Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation, I do use 2 layers to give me more full coverage, so this is definitely more full coverage than that one. So with one layer, I mean, it looks pretty good, but I am going to go in with a little bit more in a couple of places. Just my main areas that I have some extra spots that I can't get rid of. And there's a train. Oh, my drain stopped. Good. It's definitely more matte than I'm used to with the Photo Focus, but with using like a setting spray and highlighter, it should all even out. So I think it looks really nice right now. It doesn't feel heavy. I don't feel like it looks cakey in any way. And it doesn't feel sticky either. Like I feel like I don't have to set it with powder. Of course, I'm going to finish my makeup. I'll go in with concealer and powder on at least the concealer parts and see how I feel about that. I've been trying to do less powder lately because I feel like it does make it look more cakey the more powder that you use. So I just think it looks really nice. So I'm going to go finish my face and then I will be back. All right, so I'm back with a full face of makeup. I think this looks really nice. I am excited to hopefully love a new foundation finally. I feel like I've tested out so many in the past, drugstore and high-end, and they're just not, they just don't do it for me. Either I think the main issue I have is my acne scars or my current acne just covering it up. And usually when I find something that does cover it up, it just wears away throughout the day. Or if I am able to cover it up, it's using a concealer and using, a lot of times I'll do like the green color correcting concealer underneath too. So this like covered everything with no concealer, no extra stuff, just the foundation. So I'm really impressed with it. And I also didn't even have to powder the whole face. Usually doing a layer of powder will help cover those spots also. So I'm just really impressed and I'm really liking it. So I'm going to try to do some check-ins for you guys throughout the day. I don't know what's going on with my hair on this side. This little piece wants to stick out. It just wants to do that. But we're not going to do that. And then there's a fly. Why are there always flies when I'm filming? Why? Okay. Like I said, I'll try to do some check-ins to see the wear time. Check in a couple times throughout the day to see how it's holding up, see if it's wearing well. But I really have high hopes for this. I'm really excited. I think I do need to get a few different shades. I think this is actually maybe a little dark for me right now. But when I'm tan, I think it'll either be perfect or maybe even too light. But I got this and then the two other ones are darker. So I feel like I need to return the two darker ones at least and get a lighter one. It's been like 5 hours since I put this foundation on and it looks really good. Like I don't know how it's been 5 hours already and my face looks like I just did it. I think I might have found a new foundation, a new favorite foundation because it looks really good. There's nothing weird happening. Nothing's coming off, like you can't really see any of my spots peeking through. So I really like this. So I'm going to do another check-in, maybe one or two depending on when I remember to, but I definitely will tonight before I take the makeup off, just so you can see what it looks like with a full day of wear. And usually my makeup looks really bad at the end of the day. Like it looks like I've worn it off. I usually touch my face a lot. I'm usually like laying down or like kids climbing all over me. So we'll see how it holds up throughout the day. So see you later. Bye. Hey guys, so it's been like 8.5 hours, I think. Yeah, 8.5 hours since I put on this foundation this morning and it's looking pretty good. Like I'm getting a little bit of greasy, a little bit of shiny right here. And like in the crack of my nose, it's like a little weird, but I have really dry skin right there anyways, so that's probably why. But overall it looks really good. You can't really see my acne spots through, like a tiny bit you can, but like usually by this time it's like spots all over. So it looks really good and it still looks pretty natural. Maybe it's worn off a little bit around my nose if I like rub my nose or something. Like I said, I just touch my face a lot during the day. So I think though it looks really good. So I'm planning on doing one more check-in later tonight. I just want to do one more while I had natural light coming in still. So we'll see how it goes for several more hours and I'll check in with you then. Bye. All right, so it is almost 10 o'clock, I think, and this makeup's been on for over 12 hours. That's a long time for makeup. You can see it's definitely wearing off a little bit around under my nose and it's not looking the best, but it's been on for a really long time. So I think usually this far in, most foundations look really bad. So I think I really like that foundation. I think overall, if you look at me from like a distance, it's not too bad, but when you look up close, it's kind of like falling apart. But it's fine because it's the end of the day. I'm gonna take off my makeup and that's it. So that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching and I will see you in the next one. Bye.